What's up? It's your girl Corey, and we're back at it again for another skincare video because y'all know this seems to be the only video I can film, edit, and upload. But we're going to do it a little differently this time. So I am in the process of washing my hands now. We always want clean hands when it comes to touching the skin, especially on our face. The face is the first thing people see when they look at you. It is the largest muscle on your body. You want to take care of it, love on it, treat it, okay? And what we're going to do today is a nice little at-home facial. Although this time I'm not going to do any extractions. This is just going to be a cleanse, exfoliate, and mask. So nothing too crazy, but I wanted to treat myself a little bit. So I'm going to go in with my Neutrogena Morning Burst Cleanser. I use this morning and night. It doesn't really matter. This is like my go-to drugstore cleanser, although I'm not really a huge fan of them. And for whatever reason, I just gravitate towards this. I use just about a pump of that, a pump and a half. And I go in for a dry cleanse at first. A dry cleanse really allows the cleanser to do its job. It breaks down the dirt and debris and really allows it to do what it's supposed to do, and that's cleanse. So I'll go in and I'll massage this into my skin and eventually I'll work my way down to my neck. And I'll do this for about a good 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and really just make love to my face for a little bit. Then I'll go in and add some water. And then when it comes to the first cleanse, especially on a dry one, you'll notice when you add water, it doesn't sud up. And that's really because the dirt and debris on your face ate up that cleanser, sis. So there's nothing to suds up. So going in with the water just breaks everything down and get your skin prepared to really have a nice cleanse for the second round. And you always want to make sure that you include your neck. We want that all one color. We don't need two shades from the neck up. Because when I go and I match my foundation, I typically match to my neck. So if I can get my neck and my face the same color, that'd be great. Due to the way that the sun hits your neck and the fact that I have hair around my neck now, of course, it's still going to be some differences, but we're not going to have difference in skin because our face is dirty. I'm rambling. Anyway, so I go in and I typically will massage water into my skin until it's absorbed. And I'll do that twice, excuse me, with my first cleanse. I just feel like it just really gives me a nice clean feeling afterwards. And I was touching back on drug skin cleansers. I'm really not a fan because they're typically filled with filler product. And I've worked in skincare for a very long time. Don't ask me why fillers are bad. I don't know. I just know I heard a lot of estheticians talk shit about drugstore cleansers, but I'm going through it a little bit right now. We're trying to cut corners where we can, and my face still feels clean afterwards. I'm still doing a double cleanse, so judge your mama, not me. And I typically like to use Rhonda Allison's cleansers. I talked about them on my channel before, and Rhonda Allison's cleansers just really do it for me. If a skincare cleanser could give you that tingling sensation, it would be the Rhonda Allison. That would be the one to do it. But anyway, so I'm gonna go through with a towel and wipe it off. I wash my face, I wipe off my face, excuse me, with a towel in videos just because it's convenient. I've gotten in the habit of just washing my face in the shower, and I really like that a lot more. I ended up being a person who had 50 small face towels because I was using 2 or 3 of them every day on my face. And to save time, laundry, energy, I realized that I haven't stolen time on exercise, but whatever. Excuse me. I just started to do my cleanses in the shower, but I'm going to go with my second cleanse. And again, we're doing a dry cleanse. You'll notice that you'll see that white cast more. That's because my skin is actually clean now. So the product is going to show up more. There's nothing eating up that product as much. So it'll have that, it'll have that shine that you'll see when the light hits it. And it'll have that white cast in certain areas because the cleanser is actually being able to sit on my face because nothing's eating it. And then once I get that patted in and nice and going, I'll add in some water. And you'll notice this time with the water, the skin, it suds up so much more. And I'm getting, my skin in itself is actually getting the cleanse. Typically when it comes to a double cleanse, it's always nice to have a clarifying cleanser first, and then that's something that can go in and break up the debris, and then doing like a treatment cleanser afterwards. So like if you're into skin brightening, My acne girls, if you have an acne focused cleanser, your second cleanse would be the time to use that treatment cleanser. But I'm not doing that here. I'm just doing my Neutrogena twice. And we're going to go through, massage it in and get that going. And you'd think as often as I do treat myself to these at-home facials, I'd figure out how to put my hair up before I actually get started. But we'll see. It'll click to me eventually later. But I always have a habit of making myself work harder than what I need to. Maybe it's the Gemini in me. I have no idea. But yeah, so I'm going to go through and do this and really get it going. And can we talk about the fact that Beyonce's album has had me in a chokehold since July 30th? I've listened to it every day. Damn near every day since July 30th. She's been feeding my soul. And it's so interesting because music plays a huge part in my life. And I go through these phases where I'll listen to like the same 15 songs in a row, and it just kind of, those 15 songs filter out as time goes. But I had found myself in like a musical funk. Like when I got in a relationship, he listened to a lot of like trap, hip hop and all that. And I was always into like neo soul and dance and R&B before I got in the relationship with him. And allowing him to be able to control the aux, my music taste had changed, and I realized that I was listening to rap a lot more often. And then Drake's album came out, and Drake was like a dance album, but it kind of reminded me of like on-level English in high school, you know, like you don't really have to pay attention. It kind of clicks and you're there. But then Beyonce dropped Renaissance, and that was like AP English. And I was like, oh. And she's been doing it for me ever since. And I've been back on this dance wave, and it's been really nice. But anyways. So we're wiping off the cleanser. And after we get you want to also too, very important, when you're wiping off your product on your face and you're using towels, make sure you get in that hairline. Get in that hairline. Wipe down your ear. Get on your neck. Because if you ever go get a facial, I'm using the strawberry rhubarb Dermafoliant as my exfoliator. The cool thing about this product, I'm gonna touch back on what I was gonna say earlier, but anyways, the cool thing about the Dermafoliant is you can mix this in your cleanser if you want to. And I typically do, but for this night in particular, I just decided to go ahead and do it by itself. And it comes in powder form. You can see I'm shaking it out here. And it has a really nice shelf life on it too. I've had this product now for about 6 months. It was in my shower for a little bit, so it was kind of hard to shake out. But anyways, you put it in powder form, you add water, and it turns into a clay, and you massage it into your face really good. I usually do this for about 60 seconds, a nice minute and a half. And I get kind of pink around my cheeks, so I try not to go too ham in that area, but just getting really good around my nose, in between my nose and my cheeks, my forehead, my eyebrows. I, for whatever reason, get blackheads in my eyebrows, so I always make sure that like I put my cleansers through there and rinse those out really good, and I exfoliate through my eyebrows, and then I apply mask through my eyebrows too, and I just make sure I get in there really good. And once I get that massage, then I wipe it out. Anyways, completely lost my train of thought, but it doesn't matter. The beauty in being able to treat yourself is so nice. It's those little luxuries that I feel like a lot of us don't fully understand or apply the value in. Guess who figured out the beauty in putting up her hair? But really take time to treat yourself. Make love to your face in the mirror. Put on a playlist. Incorporate exfoliants into your shower time. Journal. Go for a walk. Change up how you eat. Drink more water. These things are all forms of treating yourself and taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself and the ability to take care of yourself. Unfortunately, weird way to look at it, but it's a treat. It's really a treat. Especially as we're living in a world where it's cheaper to go and grab something quick to eat than it is to really go to the grocery store and go grocery shopping. But really take time to treat yourself. And do that in any way that works best for you, you know? Anyway, so now that I've got my exfoliating off, I'm going to go in with my Raspberry Pore Refining Mask. I love this mask. Ooh, I love this mask. Not only is it in one of my favorite colors, and everybody else's mama's favorite color, it smells delicious and it feels great. It's like a jelly mask. Really nice, pretty texture. You see it in the hand there. Beautiful. I love it. And my skin afterwards looks like glass. It looks like glass. So I'm gonna go in, got a little hair. Anyways, so I'm gonna go through and massage this into my face. And of course, I was mentioning earlier how I love to rub my skincare products through my eyebrows, except for my, I don't really do it with my serums and I don't do it with my moisturizers, but my cleansers, exfoliates, and mask gets rubbed through my eyebrows. And so I'm gonna go through and get this rubbed in. I put some on my neck as well, just out of habit, and let this sit for a few minutes. But while I let this sit, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. But yeah, really take time to treat yourself, and make sure you're doing it in a way that caters to you. The way you treat yourself, the way you define treating yourself doesn't have to be the same thing as another person. Even how I'm speaking now and telling you how you should treat yourself, do what works best for you, what floats your boat. One of the ways that I treat myself is facial nights. And this is one of the nights that I decide to do it. And there's some days where it's more lighter than this. Some days it's really just me cleansing most days it's me cleansing my face in the shower, coming out, putting on some moisturizer. And then there's other nights where I'll do some extractions. I'll get in the shower and do like a full body exfoliating moment. I've gotten into taking baths again and soaking in Epsom salt. So it's like there's some days where I'm going ham, and then there's some days where it's like, girl, I got 5 minutes and I'm gonna enjoy these 5 minutes, and that is just gonna be that on that. But whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, a week, do what you gotta do. Do what the fuck you gotta do. And I'm really excited to show you guys the changes that I'm making. The 2 or 3 people who watch my videos on this channel. I know I said in the last video and past videos that I wanted to start being more consistent, but life is now putting me in a position to where I'm able to do that, and I can focus on things that I've wanted to but didn't have the time or energy to. And no, I'm really excited to see how everything plays out, and I'm hoping that whoever joins me on the journey stays with me. I do have some other videos in mind. Like, I want to do a video on me retwisting my hair. In fact, I'm going to be filming that here in the next day or two. I have another channel called I Needed a Hobby, and I'll be posting podcasts on that channel. Shameless plug. And yeah, no, I have some good content ideas coming up that I'm really excited to execute. And that's really like all I had to do on my rants. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, I did a whole nother mask after this. It was the citrus and kale mask by Eminence, and I thought I recorded it, but I didn't. And the way my time is set up, I'm not going to. So this is pretty much that. And so I'm gonna pluck my eyebrows and then hop in the shower, rinse this mask off, and call it a day. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you've made it this far, leave a sun emoji in the comments. And yeah, peace out, A-Town down.